I am sorry, Zara. You have failed your probation. That sentence broke me. I didn't just lose a job that day, I lost my naivety. I walked for 1 hour in the rain, crying all through to my apartment, realizing that in the UK, being good is not enough. You have to be compliant. I am Zara. I had just moved to the UK as a newlywed, fresh, out of school, and full of dreams. I wanted to study nursing. Eventually, they needed some experiences. So I got my first job as a support worker at a Greenway house. The job felt calm, almost too calm. But then, life changed. 2 months in, I found out I was pregnant. My symptoms were not just morning sickness, they were severe. I had low iron and exhaustion became a physical weight. I could be talking, but the next minute I am gone, sleeping, at the workplace, in the bus, at home, everywhere. But during my risk assessment, I didn't say anything because I was scared. But if I told them my situation, I would lose my job or fail probation. And that was my first fatal mistake. I chose silence over protection. They tell you that when you move to the UK, you are chasing a dream of stability and opportunity. But nobody tells you that the dream has a manual. And if you didn't follow to the letter, the system will humble you. I learned that the hard way. I still remember the coldness of the room and the sound of my heartbeat. When I heard the word, "I'm sorry, Zara, you have failed probation," the trap of kindness. At work, when things are quiet, I would doze off in the lounge. My colleagues, let's call them Mike and Sarah, would encourage me to continue to sleep. They seemed like angels, God sent. They would say, "Just sleep, Zara. You look so tired." They would still encourage me to rest more. I thought I had found a work family who understood my struggles, but far from it. I didn't realize in a high-stake care environment, kindness doesn't exist in the official record. While they were being supportive to my face, the system was quietly noting my inability to perform. I was relying on the vibes of my co-workers instead of the professional standards of the facility. The breaking point, the mall incident. The day it all collapsed, I was told to take 2 residents on an outing to a shopping mall. According to my risk assessment, I was not supposed to be in that kind of 2-to-1 shift, but wanted to be a team player. At the mall, a conflict broke out. One of the residents tried to push the other. I reacted instinctively to stop it, preventing harm. In my mind, I was a hero. But on the bus ride, the exhaustion hit me like a wave. I fell into a deep sleep only to be waken up by the resident himself when we got to our bus stop. I was embarrassed, but I didn't report it. I didn't document the incident or the fact that I had walked outside my risk assessment. In the UK care sector, if it's not written down, it didn't happen. Or it happened the wrong way. The investigation and the outcome. A few days later, I was called in and removed from duty, pending an investigation. It turns out the resident reported me for sleeping on duty. I tried to explain everything honestly, the pregnancy, the fatigue. I thought Honesty would save me, but the UK system doesn't run on explanations. It runs on policies. My manager went through the report. Sleeping on duty, documentation gaps, and the fact that I had discussed the investigation with a colleague. A major breach of confidentiality. 8 days later, the meeting happened. Every small mistake has added up to a mountain I couldn't climb. The final truth. That experience didn't destroy me, it shaped me. I learned that in this system, intention is nothing and process is everything. If you'll be moving to the UK or you're starting a career here, hear these 3 points I'm going to mention. Always disclose your health matters in the risk assessment. It is your shield, not your weakness. Documentation is your only protection. If not documented, it did not happen or it happened the wrong way. Verbal agreements with anybody, supposedly friends or whatever, means nothing. When investigation starts, trust the process, not the vibes. Your health and your professional records must come first. I failed the probation, but I passed the hardest test of my life. I learned how to survive in a system that values records over reasons, and I will never forget it. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. God bless you.